Welcome back. In the days before Title IX, 6-on-6 basketball was the norm for Iowa high school girls, a game that flourished in the state unlike anywhere else in the country. Ridgeview history teacher Amy Besenius was one of the many to play the game, but one of the few to play in the last game. And she still continues to champion its legacy today. As KCAU-9's Noah Sacco explains in this week's Sports Spotlight.
It's obviously discolored over time, but those were the days, I guess.
3 guards, 3 forwards, 2 dribbles, and a court cut in half. 6-on-6 basketball was an experience for Iowa high school girls that had to be seen to be believed. And after drawing crowds from hometowns and surrounding communities into local gyms, former Atlantic forward Amy Besenius knew she was a part of something special.
We would have fans that would be showing up at school as school was getting out. So as we were all leaving to go, hit cars in the parking lot at 3:30, there would be fans at the end of the street waiting to come up and take our parking spot so they could be guaranteed seats. And the game wasn't going to start until 7, and this is at 3:30.
Amy's love of the game started young. Her stepmom played for Elkhorn in the 70s, and her father served as Atlantic's head coach, a family tradition she was happy to carry on.
It just became a part of my life, and I looked forward to the day that I could play for my dad, and he had taken teams to state in '89 and '90, and my only goal was to go and play for him and to win a state championship.
That dream nearly came true in Amy's sophomore year in 1993, when Atlantic made it to the state title game, coming up short against Hubbard Radcliffe. Amy came off the bench for the game's final shot, but perhaps the biggest blow wasn't that the Trojans lost, but that it was the final 6-on-6 game in Iowa following the IGH-SAU's unanimous vote to end the sport for good.
The passion that people had for the 6-player game just can't be replaced, and it's something that's hard to describe for kids today. It's something that their moms or their grandmas played, but they really don't get it. And there's so many of those little things that I think anybody that's played the 6-player game would remember, and there's that nostalgia that you just can't ever really lose.
Iowa transitioned to the modern game of 5-on-5 the following season, with Atlantic making another state championship run. However, reaching the highest stage with one less player just didn't have the same excitement for Amy.
It just wasn't the same. It's like a Cinderella story in 6-on-6. It was such a fast-paced game, as long as you were watching good teams play. It was a fast-paced game, and it was so fascinating to watch. There were so many 6-on-6 players that went on to play at the college level, many of them becoming All-Americans.
But Amy and her family aren't the only ones who still reminisce about 6-on-6 games. In 2020, she and her son Brody got the chance to be extras in the movie New Providence, a fictional story about a basketball writer who covers the final 6-on-6 season. And while the moments may have been fictional, it all felt real for Amy.
And sitting in the crowd with people who I had actually played against, there were people from different schools, and they're like, "I remember you."
Just her watching the game, she was always pointing out she would always make corrections if they weren't playing the game right, or that should have been a foul. And I had to remind her, "Mom, it's a movie." I could definitely see some of that through my mom.
The 6-on-6 style may be gone from the court, but alumni like Amy are proof that its legacy will continue to live on for years to come.
It's just a memory that it still gives me chills thinking about it.
In Holstein,
I think those that experienced it will never forget.
Noah Sacco, KCAU-9 Sports.